Hello there, welcome. My newsletter went out yesterday, and so if anybody wants more information about any of this, it's all in the newsletter. Day 27. How do we get here? It's that amazing thing where, for me, I now know the day of the month. I never knew it before, and yeah, there's this sense of just a very easy progress or a very steady progress. I feel like the Eurovision Song Contest this morning, the Czech Republic has now joined us. So 12 points to the Czech Republic. Come. Come lie on your back. Knees are bent. Feet are flat on the floor. Just bring your hands either along beside you or to rest on your belly. And then draw your lower back down and flatten into the floor. And arch, breathing into your belly. So as you move from the flattening down into the arching, as always, just see how your spine is taking it this morning. Feeling the sense of you this morning. Nice. And then sway your knees or rock your knees from side to side. You can have your arms out beside you. You can have your arms overhead. See what you want to do yourself. Arms overhead, it will add stretch into the armpits a little bit more. Only do that if you're comfortable in your armpits. This isn't a gung-ho version. This is just gentle lengthening out, stretching out. And just feel that rock from side to side. Nice. Bring your arms long beside you. Pushing your feet down, roll up along your spine. Well, just check it out, I always think, I say this all the time, but this initial movement practice, the first 2 or 3 minutes, is a bit like putting your hands into a sink of dishes and you're not quite sure what you'll find in there. So be surprised or be amazed or be really intrigued by the unexpected sensations of you. Don't override yourself. We do it all the time. See if you can practice listening, paying attention, and including sensations in what you're doing. Nice. Next time you rise, just pause there. Feet are strong on the floor. Hips are lifted. Bum is squeezing. Knees slightly towards each other. Nice. And then just lower down just a little bit and sway your knees from side to side. So I'm just gently, maybe 1 or 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches from side to side with my knees. My bum has lowered down and I'm continuing to lower all the time. I'm getting lower and lower and lower to the floor. And then all the way down, land on the floor. So reach both hands up towards the ceiling and draw your knees up towards you with your feet touching and your knees touching. And we're going to do smiley knees. So smiley knees, we did them a few days ago. So draw your knees over towards the right. So your left knee is more or less pointing towards your right elbow. And then let your knees travel back above your hips and then draw the right knee up towards your left elbow. And just glide in a smiley with your knees or in a U shape or swing your knees through an arc is another way. Smiley knees, I like the notion of it. And just swing, making the movement as big, as small, as slow as you need it to be. I just feel that. What would a deeper version of this look like to you, be for you? Slightly zombie arms going on here, slightly. You're just feeling that there's an extraness in the opposite arm. You're like, oh yes, I can feel that the other arm is doing something to balance me. Cool, to center. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Just reach down, hold on to your ankles and pull your feet towards your belly for a moment. And wiggling your toes and breathing down into your belly. Nice. And then keep the soles of your feet together and bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to do smiley knees with this shape. So draw the left knee over towards the right elbow and then swing it away. And so go as slow and as small, or find the edit or the adjustment you need to do for your body to really be able to create a version of this movement. It's always a version that you're doing. It's your version. All the way back to center. Drop your arms to the floor. Bring your knees together and your feet apart. So now you're in kind of this, not Charlie Chaplin, but something like it. So your knees are together, your thighs are rolling inwards, and your feet have tried to move as far apart as you can. You have this kind of wide-footed, toes are wide, heels are pointy. Oh, do you see where we're going? Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and then try and make smiley knees with this shape. This is the weirdest one I find because my legs aren't used to moving like this. It just feels very odd. But just feel that. This is really cool. Odd means that your nervous system and your muscles and your body is trying to learn something new. Just feel that. Odd, unknown, kind of slightly wobbly, shaky movement. Nice, come back to center. And then just do butterfly knees. So knees go wide, toes are touching, knees together, knees up towards your chest. And now you're just flowing into big circles with your knees. And just easing out into your knees. And then roll in the other direction. Circling. Circling. Nice. Circling. Cool. Stretch legs up towards the ceiling. And just wiggle your toes. Just point into your toes. Flex into your heels. Roll into your ankles deeply. And then roll in the other direction. So we did this movement a few days ago, and we're going to go back to it. It's like you're walking, but so just sway your knees from side to side. And as you do that, feel the way as you sway your knees to the left, your right hip lifts. And as you sway your knees to the right, your left hip lifts. So you're feeling like, oh yes, but you're not going gung-ho here as you sway. You're just going, oh yes, I feel it. I feel the lift of one side and I can feel the way my abdominal muscles are doing something as I gently twist rock my feet from side to side. So the next movement, you keep your feet where you are and you try and create that movement of your pelvis lifting on one side. So for me, I point my toes, push my elbows into the floor, and then I try and lift my right bum off the floor and then drop it down. And then your left bum off the floor. And as I said before, this is probably the hardest thing you'll do all day. So lift your bum, lift the other bum, and just feel that. Like, I don't even know what to call the muscles that we're using right now. It's like the psoas. I think the meliphides are in here. I think the iliacus, sacrum. I have no idea. My obliques probably. It's just great. So just walk one foot up and then the other. Just feel that. Like, how does your shoulder help what you're doing? How does your whole body try and work this one out? Cool. One more time each side. Nice. Drop your feet to the floor and just slowly arching and flattening. So we're back to the very first movement. So there we did quite a lot of spinal stuff. So we're just recalibrating. And then roll up along the spine, rolling up, traveling up. And traveling all the way down. Rolling up. And traveling all the way down. Cool. So roll over onto your side and come up into your cat pose. And so the cat pose, we're going to practice that thing where we move our hips. So before, when we moved our hips, we lifted one bum off the floor and then the other. So to get that same action, lift the right knee off the floor, but leave your right foot on the floor and then drop your knee down and then just lift, drop, lift, drop. So what I'm doing is I'm just lifting my right knee off the floor and dropping it down. And as I do that, as I pull my knee back, can I pull it as far back away from the floor as I can? So pull, drop, pull, drop. Try the other side. Lift the left knee off the floor. Your foot stays on the floor. Your hands are on the floor. And you're doing this tilting into the pelvis, left, right tilting, and you're pulling the leg up into your socket. Nice. So we'll try the same thing with our shoulders. So hands are underneath your shoulders. Keep your arms straight and lift the right hand as far away from the floor as you can, and then drop it down. and then off. Always feel like a dinosaur when I do this. Lift it off. So I'm not bending my elbows or anything. All the action is happening in my left shoulder. Off, off. Nice. Other way, other hand. Keep both arms straight. Lift the left hand as far off the floor as you can. So really feel that. Well, this is the twisting action of our spine, the movement of our shoulders, the deep sense of mobility in the shoulders. Now we'll do both together. So shoulder shrug. Squeeze your shoulders backwards. Push your shoulders forwards. Just feel that. Push and draw backwards. Push and draw backwards. One more time. Push and draw backwards. Now do the full cat. Rounding your back. Look towards your navel. Arching your back. Lift your chest. Look forward. Rounding your back. Tuck your chin under. Really push your hands down. Use that deep push that we had. Just pausing here. Push, 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 push. And then imagine that you can push your knees or the front of your feet into the floor. Yes, push the front of your feet into the floor and imagine you're just about to lift your knees off the floor. You're not going to, but just feel how that engages your body. And then arching, look forward. Nice. So bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. I was talking to somebody yesterday and there was a great deal of frustration over the fact that the swinging of the leg forward took a few goes or a few pulls or the whole body lifting up to help the leg forward. And great, amazing. Whatever way you can get your leg forward. And as you continue to do it, things change. Nice. So rising up, come all the way up. And so you're resting on the left knee and your right foot is forward in front of you. Bring your right hand to your right knee and then reach your left hand as far forward as you can. Just feel that you're touching a spot and the gesture of reaching is the most important thing. It's like you're touching and then you're still trying to go further. Nice. And then all the way up. Bring your left hand to your right knee and then point your fingers at your left foot. Right fingers point at your left foot. Just point. And then right hand to your knee. Reach your left hand as far forward as you can. Like feel I'm gonna go 1 millimeter further feeling. And then come back. And then point your fingers at your left foot. Your right fingers point at your left foot. One more time. Reaching forward. Really feel that gesture. And then imagine that you're wiping the floor or you're a metal detector and you're gliding your left hand as back towards the left foot. And then you're gliding it as far out as you can towards the front of your mat. Just feel that you're gliding back towards your left foot. And then you're gliding forward. And as you glide forward, I bend my right knee a little bit more. So just feel that you're helping your torso move in space by using your legs a little bit. One more time. Gliding back. Nice. And gliding forward. Cool. Bring both hands to the floor. Push back. Downward dog. And just find a moment of stillness, perhaps. Feeling your body, feeling your knees. That left knee probably feels like it met the floor deeply. The left hip. The right shoulder. The belly. Just feel that. And then just lift the right foot and then the left foot off the floor. And don't bend your knees. So you have to move your pelvis to lift your leg. Just feel that. Moving my pelvis to lift my leg. I'm rocking my bum slightly from side to side. And then begin to walk a little bit closer towards your hands. But the rules are you can't bend your knees. And go as far as feels comfortable for you. Rocking your bum to create the space that you need. Walking as close towards your hands as feels comfortable. Whatever that is for you, find that shape. And then walking backwards. Nice. Bend your knees into crouching. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees into crouching. Crouching is where your knees are just above the floor and your bum is sticking deeply backwards. Straighten through your legs. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Bring the left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. Rising up. Bring your left hand to your left knee. And reach your right hand as far forward as you can. Feel the reach or the kind of the persistence. And then coming up, bring your right hand to your left knee and point your fingers back in the direction of your right foot. Nice. And then forward. Left hand, left knee. Right hand comes forward. Feel your determination. Coming back. Point your fingers. One more time. Reach your right hand forward and then like wiping the floor or a metal detector, glide back towards your right foot and then all the way forward. All these ones, I always reflect on the fact that having a pillow under your knees is probably a good idea for any of these kneeling guys. And just glide. Just feel that, gliding back and gliding forward. Cool, both hands to the floor, both knees to the floor, and then come sit on your bum. Legs are long in front of you. And just pause there for a moment. Knees, let's just rub our knees. Nice. So come into soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And then spiral the right leg, spin it so that you're into zigzag. So your feet are towards the right and your knees are towards the left. And the most of your weight is into the left buttock. And your right buttock is quite light on the floor. So the main thing here is that there is a adaptation that's happening in your pelvis. So you're not hurting your knees. So I'm not forcing my bum down and creating discomfort in my knees. I'm lifting my weight into the left buttock to take the weight out of my knees. So really feel like your left buttock, left side is taking the weight, not your knees. Okay? And then bring both hands forward in front of you. So you made fists out of your hands and they're straight out forward. And then turn towards the left and go as far as you can with your hands connected. They're maybe 6 inches apart. And just feel that. There's a place where you kind of get stuck. And then let the left arm continue around the corner. Keep the length, that sense of the left buttock is pushing down and you're still rising tall through the spine. Nice. Bring your hands back until they're around 6 inches apart and bring your fists back to center. And then over towards the right. And you'll get stuck much faster over towards the right. And then let your right arm travel around the corner. Listen to your knees. You're not forcing your knees into anything that doesn't feel right. And bring your hands back to center. And you to center. Nice. Change. Spiral that right leg. And now spiral the left. Both feet are pointing towards the left. Knees towards the right. Both hands forward in front of you, make fists, and then travel towards the right. Hands are connected, and then continue your right arm around the corner and feel the length of your torso as you do so. You're rising, you're tall. Nice, and then back to center. And all the way back to center. And then over towards the left. And feel it's like you hit a wall. It's quite amazing. It's like dunk. That's it. And then your left arm continues around the corner. And then coming back. And coming back to center. Nice. Bring both soles of your feet and pause there for a second. Nice. And then bring your feet so that they're a little bit wider than mat distance apart. And then drop both knees down to the right. Back up to center. Both knees to the left. Back up to center. Both knees to the right. Center. Both knees to the left. And center. Nice. Stretch your legs out long and wide. And just roll into your ankles there for a moment. Just feel that. So your feet are maybe whatever distance feels right for your lower back. So you should feel like your lower back, if you feel like you've gone so wide that your lower back is rounding backwards, then you've gone too far. So you should feel like you can still move your bum. So be able to lift one bum and the other one off the floor. So you can mobilize into the pelvis still. If you go beyond that point, there's no really point to do that. So just feel, lift one bum and then the other. And then reach towards the right and keep your feet on the floor. And just reach towards the right as far as you can. What's the distance of your reach? And notice that with your fingers. Go there on that carpet, there. And then reach towards the left as far as you can. And notice where in your body you're trying to counterweight the torso. Again, reach towards the right as far as you can. Feet stay on the floor. Come back to center. And then reach towards the left as far as you can. Feet stay on the floor. Come back. Now, feet don't stay on the floor, but it has to happen. It happens as we do this. So reach as far as you can, and then go a tiny bit further and feel like floating of your leg will help you. Also for me, as soon as I bend the back leg, I actually have a little bit more balance. So see what you have to do to balance and reach. Like, how would you go that tiny little bit further? Come back to center. And then reach towards the left. And then go a little bit further and find the balance point. So your hand is floating, my left hand is floating, my right foot is floating, and I'm reaching really far. My right hand is doing quite a lot here as well. It's also reaching back, counterweighting my torso. And just do that one more time each side. Reach as far as you can and balance, whatever that is for you. And reach as far as you can and balance. Whatever that is, just find that point of reach. Back to center. Bring your hands either side of the right knee. Draw your forehead down. And back up. And hands either side of the left knee. Forehead down. And back up. And then just sweep twice. So reach the left hand down towards the right foot. And then the right hand down towards the left foot. And then the left hand down towards the right foot. And the right hand down towards the left. Super cool. Bend your knees. Come into some version of a cross-legged that you like. Bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. And just feel your heart within you, the sense of you in this moment. Nice. And then opening your eyes, turn your head towards one side. Somebody was saying they're going to change their sitting room around so that they get to look at new shiny things. So find something shiny or something that resources you or brings you joy. Just enjoy it. Go, I enjoy that. Like I'm seeing the reflection of my salt lamp in my pot. I don't know, it's just something really nice about it. I'm enjoying it. And then turn your head towards the other side and enjoy something over here. Go, oh, my rose oil. I love my rose oil. And then back to center. And then what are you grateful for today? Day 27. What an incredible journey of gratitude we've been on. Resonate gratitude, fill yourself up with that feeling. Just go, I am grateful. Isn't that amazing? And then either lie on the floor, lie on your back, stay seated and just bask in your wellness. Just find a place in you that's well right now. Something that is resourced, is soft, is strong, is warm, is cool. Doesn't matter. It's your wellness. Nice. How wonderful. So off you go into your day. Have a wonderful day. Those of you who are going to go sea swimming, it's getting colder. It really is. I think we were maxing out around, yesterday we did 5 minutes, but usually it's around 3. So enjoy your day. Do amazing things. And remember, be grateful for the amazingness that we have and the life within you. I'll see you all tomorrow, last day of Connect. Amazing. Bye.